William Ruto and Meg Whitman must be very worried after Donald Trump won the US elections. And many people are asking what is the fate of Meg Whitman. I have always known that Meg Whitman was and is a Democrat, but someone was telling me that Meg was a Republican. She was just maintained by Joe Biden. But I've also been corrected again that she is a Democrat. She even donated some money to in Biden's elections. But with the victory and the massive comeback of Donald Trump, changes are going to happen. And people feel that with the exit of Meg Whitman, we are going to have a fresh air of some kind of democratic space. Not a big one, not a wide change, but the kind of puppet government that we've had for the last 2 years will somehow change. We understand that the policies of a country do not change so much, but the kind of dalliance that William Ruto enjoyed with Joe Biden was excruciatingly painful and disgusting. You could talk about taking our policemen to Haiti without any reason against court orders. You could tell that William Ruto immediately he got to power, he lifted the ban on GMO. You could tell that Meg Whitman was using the NGOs to promote LGBTQ, you name them. But Meg Whitman has literally been chased. And in fact, someone was saying that she's started packing and she's gone. I want us to go straight to some of the messages that people gave to Meg Whitman. Immediately, it was pronounced that victory is poised Donald Trump's way. And I just want to read quite a number of them so that you can get a feel of what Kenyans, think about Meg Whitman because of her interference with our elections and all that. Number one, someone is saying that you have caused Kenyans so much pain. Your tenure has been marked with chaos and unfavorable policies showing your deep hate for Kenya and Africa. Go home now, Meg. Another person is saying, congratulations, Donald Trump. Africa is overjoyed. Your urgent mission, Mr. President, recall the infamous Meg Whitman from the Kenyan throne. We are already planning a continent-wide celebration dance for her departure. Another person is saying, I just want you to feel, in fact, this is what Kenyans, most of them, I'm reading for you, what Kenyans, both in Kenya and those who are in the diaspora, are saying. We need 300K replies for Meg Whitman to resign. Add yours. Another person also is saying, I'm deliberately supporting Trump not because I don't want Kamala, but simply because of Ruto's dependency on US and Harris to gain self-profits including elections manipulation, and as well Meg Whitman to be recalled back immediately. I have a lot of problems with Ruto. The other person is saying, hey, recall Meg Whitman ASAP as the ambassador to Kenya. Another person is saying, Meg Whitman should leave Kenya immediately. Congratulations, Trump. This woman is the reason for bad governance of Zakayo. Congratulations, Donald Trump. Now it's time to make Africa great again. Now please recall this American ambassador, Meg Whitman. She has become Ruto's puppet. Resign, Meg Whitman. She is a white witch interfering with internal affairs, manipulating 2022 election, IEBC Kenya presidential results to rig in the Thagari presidency, fraud, IMF loans, abductions, killings, and arbitrary arrest and detention of Kenyan people under your watch. Shame on you. I think I want to leave it just there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what people think of Meg Whitman. People associate Meg Whitman with IMF loans, the Finance Bill 2024 that, resulted in people going to the streets and they were killed. And let me tell you something. According to me, I have always said that we are being governed from USA, from White House. And Meg Whitman has always been the conduit. William Ruto is just to take orders. Now, what are some of the reasons why I don't like Meg Whitman? I've always made that noise. One, I share the same sentiments. Number one, she was a key player in the manipulation of elections in 2022. She was in Bomas during tallying and verification. We've never seen a diplomat in a center where tallying and verification is taking place. They always wait for the time when declaration is made, when a presidential winner is being declared. Then we call them. But she was there ensuring that William Ruto won. And she has kept on William Ruto balancing when things were bad. She's the one who rushed to call Delamere Senator Chris Coons to come and negotiate for a handshake, ensuring that William Ruto is stable. She was quiet when Gen Z's protests were taking place and people were being abducted, tortured, and killed. Even during Azimio protests when people were being killed, the atrocities that were meted on people by the police, she was very quiet. So I think she must go. Raila called her the rogue ambassador. She's been working with NGOs to promote LGBTQ, and we know that. And we have lost our culture under the leadership of William Ruto. William Ruto being a churchman, she didn't want to go directly. She talked to her friend, Madam Hot Air, and they passed that the LGBTQ community have got freedom of association. She has turned to be our prefect. The other day, when she realized that there was an obstacle, the IEBC as currently constituted cannot clear anybody. IEBC under the leadership of Hussein Marjan cleared Kithure Kindiki, and Meg Whitman realized that we were almost headed to constitutional crisis. She always wants William Ruto to move on. She convened a meeting with IEBC and she was now calling for reconstitution of IEBC appointment of commissioners. She's our perfect, prefect, ensuring that we dance to their tune. Loans, LGBTQ, GMO, everything she's been supervising. And if you ask me, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Meg Whitman to go. I believe that if she goes and we get someone else, we might get a reprieve. I don't know what you think, but those are the sentiments. In fact, that is a vote of no confidence. Meg Whitman has been chased. We're only waiting for the official handover to the new ambassador who will come in. We believe that policies are different and the personal connection between Ruto and Joe Biden will not be reflected, will not be seen in Donald Trump. And we believe that there's going to be less interference. There can never be total shift from interference, but we can always have little interference because we know that the West has always have got, their interest in Africa. But we need to ensure that we don't place so much puppetry to them. I don't know what you think, but Meg has literally been chased.